No, 10, más fe.
Hey guys, let's do it well. Huh? Let's do it well.
Venga. Eso, trae la Pedro y inícialo.
Intense,
Si
dale. Solo.
Left side.
Eso, fútbol, muy bueno. Esa, muchachos, eso. Vamos.
¡Llega!
Eso, con calidad. Excelente. Tranquilo y con calma. Eso es lo que necesitamos. Esa, dale Martín, acompáñalo.
Bueno, Antonio.
Eso, papá, esa.
Tincho, eso, tíralo.
Tincho, congratulations on the goal and the win this past weekend. How satisfying was it to be able to get that win in Miami?
Tincho, felicidades para el gol y para la victoria. ¿Cómo fue para ganar en Miami?
Bueno, muchas gracias. Fue un partido que jugamos de gran manera. Los que jugaron el primer tiempo lo hicieron muy bien. Pienso que podíamos haber ido por 1 o 2 goles más. Pero los chicos defendieron de gran manera todos juntos, como tiene que ser. Y el segundo tiempo, bueno, los que entrábamos en el segundo tiempo sabíamos lo que podíamos hacer y en qué parte ayudar. Estábamos todos en sintonía y eso es algo fundamental para poder llevarnos la victoria que así fue.
Yeah, first off, thank you. I think it was, we played a game in which we played in the best way that we possibly could. The way that we wanted to play in the first half, we did really well. I think we had a chance for another couple of goals there in the first half, and everyone defended really well together, all as one unit. And then going into the second half, we knew that we had to do a little bit more. We all had to help out a little bit more to secure the victory, and I think that's one of the things that's fundamental to this team is the collectiveness and the willingness to give a little bit more going into that next half. And it was great to get the win.
Tincho, primera vez esta temporada que el equipo anota 3 goles, un dato interesante, pero ¿qué dice eso sobre dónde está el equipo, en la manera que está terminando estas jugadas que al principio del torneo ha luchado un poco el grupo?
Bueno, eso es una de las cosas que siempre intentamos mejorar en la semana. Sabemos que el tema de las finalizaciones de 3/4 hacia arriba tenemos que seguir mejorando. Estábamos en trabajo y bueno, el otro día se notó el trabajo que veníamos haciendo, que viene haciendo el cuerpo técnico, tanto mi compañero esforzándose cada día para poder llegar a eso. Y después, bueno, todos saben que es importante el gol, así que seguiremos a pie en ese sentido y seguiremos buscando más goles.
Yeah, I think that's always something that we've intended and made intentional about our work during the week is trying to get more goals and trying to score more. It's something that the entire team has been working on as a unit. The technical staff has been really focusing on throughout each week to try and improve going into each game because we know that that's something that can help us stay on the front foot. And it was great to see that come to fruition in the game, but now we just continue working to make sure that we're able to continue that.
Tincho, bueno, sabemos de tu calidad, ¿no? Eres un jugador muy importante para el club, pero esa táctica nueva de salir de la banca y has hecho un gol, ¿cómo te estás adaptando a ese sistema de Oscar Pareja?
Bueno, uno tiene que acostumbrarse donde le toque y siempre tiene que estar preparado. Eso lo fui aprendiendo a pasar los años. Sea de titular o de suplente, siempre hay decisiones del DT que hay que tomarlas con tranquilidad y siempre, como te dije recién, estar preparado cuando me toque, eso es algo fundamental.
Yeah, I think that's something that you have to be prepared in whatever role the coach selects you in, whether they select you as a starter, whether you're selected as a sub. That's something I've learned over the last few years, is you always have to be ready and prepared to do whatever the coach asks you to do. So I think it's something that I've been ready. He selected me as a sub in that game, and I wanted to make sure that I was ready for when I got my chances.
El pase que te dio Cara fue un pase, como decimos nosotros, de lujo, ¿no? ¿Cómo está esa conexión entre tú y él? Porque se ve que juegan mucho cuando son los juegos, pero a la misma vez no hablan el mismo idioma, ¿no? ¿Y cómo va esa conexión con Cara?
Bueno, en el gol del otro día pienso que un porcentaje alto fue de su pase en el gol mío. Después hizo un gran partido, por algo lo eligieron jugador de la semana, está en el equipo de la semana. Y bueno, de a poco uno intenta siempre escuchar inglés y bueno, y aprender algunas palabras para poder soltarse y bueno, y él también. Así que bueno, con lo poco que sabemos de él español y yo inglés, nos adaptamos a entendernos así.
Yeah, I think the pass that he made for that goal was it was a high percentage pass, and it created a high percentage opportunity for me. He's a great player, and to be able to see him on the team of the week this week was fantastic. I think you always try to pick up some of those English words, and him as well with some of the Spanish words, to be able to communicate in those manners on the field. We're still working on it. We're still getting there, but I think it worked really well.
As you're looking ahead now, you just had a rivalry game in Miami. Now you're looking ahead to another rivalry game here in Orlando. What are the kind of expectations for playing Atlanta here at Exploria Stadium?
Mirando este fin de semana, ya tuviste un clásico frente a Miami en el fin de semana pasado, y ya tienes uno más en este fin de semana frente a Atlanta. ¿Qué expectas de Atlanta en Exploria Stadium?
Bueno, primero que nada, hacer el mismo partido que hicimos en Miami. Creo que hicimos unos 90 minutos muy buenos. Fue algo fundamental porque nos estaba pasando que a veces hacíamos 45 minutos buenos y los otros 45 no eran tanto lo que esperábamos, pero bueno, el último partido, el clásico, fue algo fundamental que salimos adelante, intentamos jugar y bueno, intentaremos buscar eso ahora en el partido que viene.
I think first and foremost, we want to play a similar way that we played in Miami. We want to have 90 good minutes. First step to that is taking the first 45 and doing what we can to have a solid first half, and then we'll take a look at the second 45 and make our adjustments. But I think the way that we played in Miami set us up great for this weekend. We'll go last one.
It's a couple months away, but Leagues Cup will be coming up with playing against Houston and Santos Laguna. How excited are you to be able to play in a different tournament again, and once again playing against a team from Mexico in another competition?
En unos meses se viene otra competencia de Leagues Cup frente a Houston Dynamo y también Santos Laguna. ¿Cómo sientes para jugar frente a Liga MX otra vez en otra competencia este año?
Bueno, sabemos lo que es la liga, es una liga importante. Primero que nada estamos preparando los partidos que vienen, queda Atlanta y bueno, después se verá los otros y de a poco vamos a ir preparando, se va a ir viendo, calculo, los partidos, cómo juegan los rivales de la liga y como te dije siempre, intentaremos afrontarla de la mejor manera para llegar a lo más alto a Orlando y que sea lo mejor.
Yeah, it's we know how important Leagues Cup is and the competition that's to come. But first, we have to focus on the rivals that are in front of us in the league in Atlanta, and then as we move on in these next few weeks, we continue preparing bit by bit for the rivals that we're about to face in Leagues Cup, and we want to go into it with the best intentions and in the best way to continue raising Orlando to the highest level in Leagues Cup.
Tincho, bueno, el rendimiento del equipo ya se está viendo que se está mejorando. Incluso el profe dijo el partido pasado que el equipo dio su mejor versión, ya con un empate, una victoria. ¿Ven este partido del sábado como una oportunidad para empezar una racha positiva, algo que el equipo tampoco que no ha podido lograr todavía?
Sí, es verdad que no hemos conseguido esa regularidad de victorias, que es algo fundamental, más en una liga que es muy competitiva, estamos todos ahí peleando los puestos de mitad de tabla hacia arriba creo que estamos todos ahí nomás. Sabemos que con alguna victoria podemos prendernos en la pelea, que es tanto lo que queremos, luchar la liga para poder llegar a lo más alto y campeonar. Iremos preparando partido tras partido. Ahora viene Atlanta, prepararemos el partido de Atlanta para poder llevar una victoria y poder seguir con esa seguidilla.
I think trying to string a couple of wins together in a row is fundamental, especially in a league that's so competitive day in, day out. I think that it's something that we haven't really been able to achieve so far this year, but we've been working towards it, and now we prepare for Atlanta and try to carry that same momentum in and try and get a couple of victories here. Gracias.
Thank you. Gracias.
Chao.
Chao.
Entonces.
Gracias.
Cutting it at 9:19. All right, we'll start with Austin.
Rafa, parabéns on the goal. Just kind of walk me through the feeling that you had after scoring in Miami.
Rafa, parabéns pelo gol. Conta pra gente um pouco mais aí, qual a sensação que você teve na hora que você marcou?
Uma sensação muito especial, né? Marcar um gol, né? Pelo jogo também e por ser um derby, e pela situação que estava passando e conseguir aproveitar a oportunidade que eu tive. Então, mas não podemos parar por aí, a gente tem que continuar trabalhando para vir mais gol pela frente.
It's a very special goal. Obviously my first goal here in MLS, and it happened to be in a good moment of the game, and obviously it's extra special for being in a derby. So we just gotta keep moving forward, and hopefully it's the first of many.
It seemed like a very extra special goal for you based on the celebration. It's kind of, what did it mean to you to be able to score in that moment?
Foi gol um pouco mais especial, né? Sua comemoração depois do gol. Conta um pouco mais pra gente.
O gol muito, muito especial, né? Porque minha esposa está grávida, tem um filho aí, então o gol foi para ele. Então para mim é um gol mais que especial e vai ser sempre lembrado aí. E posso contar para ele que eu fiz esse gol para ele quando ele nascer. Então é um gol muito especial para mim.
It was an extra special goal. Obviously my wife's pregnant. So I did it for the baby, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to tell him I scored this goal thinking about him.
Obviously, I just wanted to know how your adjustment with the team has been. Obviously, May was a month packed with a lot of games. How did you kind of see yourself kind of find your way that led to obviously this goal last weekend?
Como tem sido a adaptação com o time? Foi um mês bem cheio de jogos, né? E agora você entrou de titular nesse último jogo. Como é que foi para você?
A adaptação está sendo tranquila, achei que seria um pouco mais difícil, meus companheiros estão me ajudando muito, né? Me ajudando dentro de campo, fora de campo, em tudo. Então a adaptação está sendo tranquila e o treinador também me dá total confiança para fazer aquilo dentro de campo. E cada vez que a gente entrar, para a gente melhorar cada vez mais, para ganhando mais confiança e buscando cada vez as vitórias também. Então a gente tem que aproveitar as melhores oportunidades da melhor maneira possível para a gente fazer boas partidas.
It's been good. Obviously, like my teammates been helping me a lot with like the transition from Brazil over here, and obviously also the coaches have been giving me the freedom to do what I know best and give me the opportunity. Obviously, we work hard, and I'm just ready whenever the coach needs me to play.
Looking ahead now, you just played a derby in Miami. Now you have a rivalry game against Atlanta here at home. What are the kind of expectations playing another rivalry game this time at Exploria?
Teve o jogo agora o derby contra o Miami e agora tem outro jogo contra o Atlanta, que é um rival do Orlando também. Qual a expectativa para esse jogo de sábado?
A expectativa é boa, a gente está ganhando confiança novamente, né? Mas sabemos que o jogo de Miami já passou, agora a gente tem que pensar no próximo, que é dentro de casa, onde a gente precisa somar pontos e continuar subindo na tabela para a gente buscar objetivos maiores.
We're building back our confidence. Obviously the Miami game is over now, we're past that, and we're just looking forward to the game against Atlanta.
Looking ahead now, end of July, you have another opportunity in another tournament, the Leagues Cup, playing against an MLS team and a team from Mexico. How excited are you for another opportunity for another tournament to be able to play in?
Agora no verão vai ter a Leagues Cup, que a gente está num grupo com um time americano e um time mexicano. Qual é a sua expectativa de poder participar de mais um campeonato com o time?
A expectativa é boa, nosso time está preparado também para para esse próximo campeonato. Mas o momento agora é a gente pensar no próximo jogo mesmo, porque precisamos somar pontos, né, na MLS. Então, e depois pensar lá na frente no próximo campeonato. Então a gente tem que pensar agora no jogo em casa, né, fazer um bom jogo e sair com a vitória para depois pensar no próximo campeonato.
We're excited for the tournament. It's obviously a great opportunity for the club. But for now, we're just focused on the game against Atlanta. We gotta get some points on MLS first, and then when time comes, we'll switch back to Leagues Cup.
Parabéns por gol, um gol semelhante a Carlos Alberto na México 70. Vê um jogo importante contra o Atlanta United. O que Orlando tem que fazer para tornar forte em casa?
A gente tem que mudar nossa atitude de jogo, né? Em casa, principalmente em casa. A gente não vem jogando mal, a gente vem fazendo bons jogos, né? Mas o resultado não está vindo. Então a gente tem que mudar a nossa atitude, a gente tem que saber que a gente tem que vencer, que é o único resultado que importa pra gente. Então, e o grupo inteiro está fechado para isso, né? A gente colocou na nossa cabeça que a gente vai entrar com a mentalidade diferente do que a gente precisa melhorar dentro de campo para a gente sair com a vitória.
We got to win against the game against Atlanta. It's important for us. We've been playing well at home. We just think that the results are not coming on the scores and stuff. But we just got to keep working hard, and Atlanta's around the corner.
Show. Valeu, obrigado, hein? Valeu.
Hold on, let me drop this a little bit. About there? Good. Good? All right, start with Oscar.
Oscar, coming off a big derby win this past weekend, and now you've got another one back at home. What's kind of the mentality shift now going from an away match to a home match with the kind of equal importance?
Obviously, the group is feeling very proud and happy for the result in Miami. It just gives us the possibility to show our character and resistance on the moments where we needed to push and get those 3 points. It means a lot. Right now, it just gives us a momentum that we want to continue with, and at this point, we're just aiming for that magical word that we're all talking about is consistency, but just identify what we mean with it, right, and how we do it. That's the most important. So, but we're happy. Yes.
Obviously, you said after last game that the team finally found its first real version of the team. You liked how they played. You have a draw and a win. How does that kind of benefit the team to get a result, especially against Atlanta on Saturday?
Right. Yeah, we have had very good performances with bad results before, and we have to identify well what is our road, and I'm proud that the players know. Obviously, we're still away from our best version, and we understand it too. But just getting these results and that solid performance in Miami, because it was very solid, is one of the performances that show more of that famous consistency that we look for. So I'm optimistic. The boys are working hard, and now we have Atlanta in front of our fans, and a good opportunity as well to add another points there, 3 points hopefully.
The Stone left the game. Looked like, I'm not sure, but is there an injury update on him, and would he be playing a factor on Saturday?
Well, we are in the middle of reading the diagnosis from him. It was sad because he was going to be sub at that moment, and then exactly in that one last play, he felt that hamstring. But we'll wait in to see his reactions. So we're not prompt to make any crazy diagnosis at the moment. Gaston is strong, is a healthy guy that has done a tremendous job for us. So we'll see.
As you look ahead with Atlanta, not sure how much film you've been able to see of them, but what are your kind of expectations from them?
Atlanta, yes, we have seen it already. The evaluation so far is obviously a team as well that is looking for their best form, like many other teams in the league, including us. They have guys up front, obviously, with crafty things, and some others as well with speed. We need to control. Similar to other Atlantas, probably that like to create sequences and like the possession of the ball. We have to consider all those things in our game plan, but obviously we already know right about them. Yes.
How well disciplined does this group need to be on Saturday? Not only on the offensive but on the defensive end. Given that Atlanta could be dangerous if they find that opportunity in that final third.
Right. Yeah. It's important what you mentioned about the discipline. I think we have to continue with what we showed in Miami. In Miami, we really perform with discipline and resistance, and despite we have a tremendous first half, and the second half when Miami pushed us, we were solid, and that's going to be needed for every single game, not just against Atlanta, but teams. Major League Soccer the games are not so dominant for either team. You have to be prepared to play it in the two boxes, and do it well.
Coach, with these games being all the rivalry games, is it more difficult to be able to adjust the rivalry game, or is it more an excitement that there is a little extra edge to these games going on right now?
I think he brings that extra edge that you mentioned. I think he brings that rivalry and that desire just to be the one in the region, and for our fans it's important, for us it's important. Equally is another game, right? That we have to have the ambition to win it without fear and with conviction, knowing that we're having a good momentum after this game in Miami. We want to extend so we can have a solid performances on a few games. That what we're looking for, and it's in front of our fans and in front of our rival like Atlanta even better.
And for your squad in particular, having guys be able to put the ball in the back of the net is always huge. Someone like a Duncan McGuire, who's a rookie, who's coming in fairly new. What have you seen from him, and what's impressed you the most about him being on the field and be able to produce for y'all?
Right, Duncan has become a player who has shortened his process. His commitment with the idea of the game and the demandings of trainings has been first class. As a result of that is that he's feeling comfortable, or even more comfortable, through the games. So we can see a guy, not just the one who comes from college, he's a guy who comes and set the tone already, and for us it's beneficial. We have had these cases before here. So excited with Duncan, but just getting him one day at the time. I don't want it to oversee things and think that everything is done yet. He knows about the things that he needs to get better. Right? He's very conscious. He's very smart too. So I think Orlando has a bright future on him, and we're happy to do that.
In that same vein, with kind of scoring, you have Ercan kind of hitting his stride now, 4 goals in his last 5 games. How important is it to be able to have a guy like Ercan that starts, and then have a guy like Duncan that comes off the bench, and you don't really lose anything in terms of the attacking prowess that you have on your team?
Right. No, the case with Ercan has been as well a highlight for us, because Ercan, a tremendous professional, has been very patient with my decisions and sometimes not being in the lineup. And right now I have to give him the whole credit to be professional and just come and do his duty and put the ball back in the net in the moments where we need him the most. So my respect for him. And at this point, well, we finding more chemistries there, and he's growing, we're growing, and so happy to see that.
Profe, ha hecho goles dentro del área, pero fuera del área tuvo dos ocasiones para patear al arco y prefirió el pase. Es algo que tácticamente se está trabajando en vez de buscar un disparo fuera del área, buscar un pase adentro que es más cerca al arco y más seguro también.
Sí, bueno, tendría que mentiría si te digo que es una jugada estratégica y no es cierto. O sea, tratamos de ubicar a los jugadores en ese último tramo de la cancha en lugares donde se sientan cómodos para marcar goles. En esas dos jugadas, por ejemplo, pues viene el poder de decisión de los jugadores. Y si deciden patear al arco o si deciden encontrar una habilitación, pues es una decisión muy de su creatividad, ¿cierto? Nuestra responsabilidad es crear de esas secuencias con más volumen para que ellos puedan ser asertivos, pero ahí entra en la calidad de ellos, ¿no? Y Iván la tiene porque es un grandísimo jugador y seguramente vamos a tener esa producción de goles de él, que lo necesitamos.
En la manera de los DPs, hablando de los DPs, Martín Ojeda, que ya está buscando su forma, incluso metió el gol de la victoria el sábado pasado, y el Chancarra, que ya también está de forma, pero con Facundo, que no está teniendo una temporada mala, pero para que él tenga un poco más presencia en esa última parte del campo, no sé, como entrenador, ¿cómo lo puedes ubicar un poco más para que él pueda empezar a contribuir también con los goles?
Sí, bueno, lo primero es que Facundo es un jugador muy comprometido con el plan de juego, el equipo. No es ese típico jugador que está solo preocupado de brillar él, ¿no? De ser el protagonista. Y se mete en nuestro plan de juego, ¿no? Entonces, a veces arriesga un poco menos, a veces es más colectivo. Y estamos en esta lucha de trabajar para ponerlo a él en un lugar donde quede potencialmente más apto para hacer goles. Porque él es un jugador con gol. Y tenerle paciencia. Yo estoy feliz de tener a Facu porque es un grandísimo jugador que viene sin anotar goles, pero los va a anotar. Los va a anotar porque es un grandísimo jugador y su compromiso es intacto.
Si puedo incluir un detalle que él tiene, viendo el partido donde, bueno, perdieron contra el New York City, pero el gol que metieron ustedes, donde...
Empatamos.
Sí, disculpe. Se llevó los dos defensas y Gastón mandó el centro para el gol, pero ese detalle pequeño donde él se lleva a los delanteros y abre espacio para los otros, es un detalle que, bueno,
Sí.
que es un lujo para ustedes también.
Sí, porque son jugadores que están muy comprometidos con la pelota, entonces a veces te comprometen el espacio y lo cambian por estar haciendo secuencias o comprometer el juego para poder crear la secuencia. Y a veces pues no alcanzan a llegar a los espacios para terminarla. Pero yo creo que tienes razón, él lo sabe, yo lo sé, necesitamos que Facu haga goles y porque los puede hacer. Y está también en el entrenador ayudar un poco en su posicionamiento para que lo haga, porque él tiene la disposición, es un gran profesional, Paco.
Oscar, it's not until the end of July that you play in Leagues Cup, but looking ahead to the game against Santos Laguna and Houston Dynamo, how excited are you and for your team to be able to play in another competition like that?
Very excited, especially because our competition against Tigres was pretty decent, and not that we were happy because we needed to advance in order to achieve that objective, and we're demanding with ourselves, and that's the least our fans can deserve, is that we are just committed to win games. We need to win. But relating that presentation, so what is coming in the summer is exciting, optimistic. I think we can advance. We have a good team. We have good players. There is no excuses not to be ambitious on advancing on the cup, on the Leagues Cup.
The overall health of the team, though, is good. I know you said Gaston is still waiting to be evaluated. Luca Petrasso still.
Lucas getting back to the normal. We want to be precise on the recordings, especially at this time of the year where you don't want to repeat an injury where a player that is coming back from the nursery. So, but he's looking good. He's looking good. We will evaluate it in these next 2 days to see where is he at with the level.